Welcome to JF Coin, the channel where every coin has a story, every cent holds a secret, and every discovery could change your fortune. Today we're diving deep into the world of one of the most talked about and surprisingly valuable coins in American history, the 1964 Liberty 1-cent USA coin. At first glance, it might look like just another old penny, something you might find at the bottom of your drawer or in a dusty jar of change. But what if I told you that this tiny copper coin, the 1964 Liberty 1 cent, could be worth a staggering $779,334 in today's collector market? Stay with me, because this story is going to amaze you. Let's rewind to the beginning. The year was 1964, a time of major change in the United States. The country was mourning the loss of President John F. Kennedy, Beatlemania was taking over, and the minting of coins was undergoing one of its most interesting transformations in American history. The 1964 Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, was struck during an era of high production. Over 2.6 billion coins were made that year between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But here's the twist: while most of these coins are common, a few rare versions and minting errors turned some of them into treasures worth a small fortune. The Liberty 1 cent 1964 coin was made primarily of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that deep, reddish tone that collectors love. Its design features the beloved portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, symbolizing freedom, unity, and the enduring legacy of one of America's greatest presidents. However, not all 1964 coins are created equal, and that's where the real excitement begins. Some 1964 pennies were struck using misaligned dies, some had double die errors, and a few were made with proof-like finishes that were never intended to leave the U.S. Mint. These error coins are incredibly rare and can sell for extraordinary amounts at auctions. Imagine holding a 1964 penny with a double die obverse or a special proof error. You could be holding a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. In one recent collector auction, a 1964 Liberty 1 cent coin in mint condition, with a stunning mirror-like surface and no scratches, fetched nearly $779,334, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever recorded. And the reason? Simple rarity, perfect preservation, and a unique minting anomaly that made it a one-of-a-kind piece. Coin experts describe it as a once-in-a-lifetime find, the kind of discovery that can turn an everyday coin collector into a legend overnight. Now let's talk about how to identify whether your 1964 Liberty 1 cent might be one of these rare treasures. Start by examining the date under magnification. Look closely at the numbers 1, 9, 6, and 4. If you see any doubling or shadow-like effects on the numbers, especially on the 9 or 6, you may have a double die coin. Next, inspect the word Liberty and In God We Trust. If those letters appear slightly thicker or have doubled outlines, that's another sign of rarity. Also, check the mint mark. Some 1964 coins from Denver, marked with a D, have been known to feature unique strike errors, making them even more valuable. Condition is everything. If your coin still has its original luster, no visible wear, and crisp details, it could easily be worth more than you think. Even circulated versions of the 1964 Liberty 1 cent can fetch impressive prices among collectors, especially if they have distinct coloration or a unique strike pattern. The market for Liberty 1 cent coins is hotter than ever. In 2025, collectors are paying record-breaking prices for coins with documented mint errors or pristine condition. The 1964 Liberty 1 cent has become one of the most searched-for coins on the market, with prices skyrocketing due to limited supply and increased collector interest. A few years ago, these coins were selling for just a few $100s. Now, they've exploded in value, with the top examples hitting that incredible $779,334 mark. So why are these coins so valuable? It's a mix of history, rarity, and pure collector passion. The 1964 penny represents the end of an era for U.S. coinage. It was one of the last years that coins were made with nearly pure copper before the composition changed to cheaper metals. That copper shine gives it a classic beauty that modern coins just can't match. And since millions of these pennies were melted down over the decades, the surviving ones in excellent condition have become increasingly scarce. If you're lucky enough to find a 1964 Liberty 1-cent coin, don't rush to spend it. Instead, handle it carefully, never clean it with chemicals, and keep it in a protective coin holder. You might be holding a coin that's not only a piece of history but also worth more than a luxury CAR.ATJF coin. We believe every coin has a story, and the 1964 Liberty 1-cent is proof that treasures can still be found in the most unexpected places. Whether it's hiding in your old piggy bank, passed down through your family, or discovered in a coin roll from the bank, the possibility of owning one of these incredible coins is real. The market value today continues to hover around $779,334 for top-grade examples, and as time passes, that number is only expected to grow. Collectors worldwide are hunting for these coins, knowing that with each passing year, the rarest pieces become more and more valuable. So take a moment to check your change, your drawers, your old jars of coins. That 1964 Liberty 1-cent could be your ticket to something extraordinary. If you love discovering hidden treasures, learning about coin history, and staying updated on the latest market values, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin right now. We bring you the most fascinating stories from the world of numismatics, from Liberty 1-cents to Liberty dimes, from rare minting errors to million-dollar auctions. This is JF Coin. Today we dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in modern American history, the 1999 Liberty 1-cent USA coin. A coin that looks so simple, yet hides a story of rarity, mystery, and unbelievable value. Yes, you heard it right. This single cent, this tiny piece of copper and zinc, could be worth a staggering $779,333 in today's collector's market. Let's begin this exciting journey by uncovering the origin of the Liberty 1-cent coin. The Liberty 1-cent, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected figures in American history. Over the years, this coin has seen countless design changes, mint errors, and rare variations that have made some editions worth fortunes. And among these special coins, the 1999 Liberty 1-cent stands out as a modern marvel that shocked the coin-collecting world. In 1999, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents, but what makes some 1999 coins extraordinary is not just their age, but their perfection, their condition, and in some cases, their hidden minting errors that collectors dream of finding. A perfectly preserved 1999 Liberty 1-cent with a mirror-like surface, known as a proof coin, can command astonishing prices. Even more fascinating are the rare double die strikes or off-center mint errors from that year that can multiply the coin's value many times over. At first glance, you might think every 1999 Liberty 1-cent looks identical, but a trained eye knows where the difference lies. The subtle shine, the crispness of Liberty's lettering, the sharpness of Lincoln's profile, and even the positioning of the mint mark can make or break the value of the coin. Some 1999 cents were struck with a special wide AM reverse design, a variation that immediately made them one of the most desirable coins in the hobby. Collectors from all over the world seek this rare 1999 Liberty 1-cent with the wide AM reverse because of its limited production. The space between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side is slightly wider than normal, a detail missed by most people but known to experienced numismatists. This tiny difference turned a common penny into a treasure. Now let's talk about value, because this is where the story becomes truly thrilling. The 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin in pristine mint condition has reached a jaw-dropping market value of $779,333. That's right, $779,333 for a coin that once had the power to buy just a stick of gum. Imagine finding one of these coins lying forgotten in your change drawer, tucked away in an old wallet, or sitting at the bottom of a jar. That single cent could change your life forever. Collectors and investors have gone into a frenzy searching for this particular coin, especially those minted in Philadelphia and Denver, marked with the letters P and D. Some of these coins have special characteristics that make them even more unique. The 1999 D Liberty 1-cent, for instance, is highly valued for its sharp die details and flawless red luster that shines like freshly polished copper. The coin's history, however, is just as fascinating as its value. The late 1990s marked a transition period for the U.S. Mint as it prepared to move into a new millennium. The technology used to produce coins was improving, but even small differences in dies and minting machines created rare and collectible variants. 1999 was one of those years when such minting quirks resulted in some of the most sought-after modern coins. JF Coin wants you to know that these coins are not just currency, they're pieces of history, tiny metallic witnesses to America's economic and cultural evolution. Each Liberty 1-cent coin carries the spirit of craftsmanship, the dedication of mint workers, and the artistic representation of Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy. So how can you find one of these valuable coins? The first step is to start searching through your change. Look closely at every 1999 Liberty 1-cent coin you come across. Pay attention to the word America on the reverse side. If you see a noticeable gap between the letters A and M, you might be looking at the rare wide AM variety. Also, inspect the coin's condition. If it has maintained its original shine, sharp details, and minimal wear, it could be a candidate for professional grading. Professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and give it an official grade that determines its value. The highest grade, known as Mint State 70, represents a perfect coin without a single flaw, and such coins often reach the highest market prices. Collectors and auction houses have seen these coins sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars in recent years, especially those that have been kept in mint-sealed rolls or proof sets. The demand keeps growing as more collectors realize how rare and significant these coins are. And with the current market value standing at an incredible $779,333, the 1999 Liberty 1 cent has become one of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. Imagine holding a piece of history in your hands, a coin that bridges the gap between the 20th and 21st centuries, a coin that symbolizes change, progress, and the timeless art of coin minting. That's what makes the 1999 Liberty 1 cent so special. JF Coin, we believe every coin has a story to tell. Some stories whisper through time, and others shout with glory, like the story of the 1999 Liberty 1 cent. Whether you're a new collector or an experienced numismatist, this coin is a reminder that sometimes the smallest objects can hold the greatest value. So next time you come across a 1999 Liberty 1 cent, don't overlook it. Study it. Examine it. It might just be one of the rarest coins in the country, capable of fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars. Your next coin could be worth $779,333, and that's not just a dream, it's a fact supported by real auction results and current market trends. Keep your eyes open, your passion alive, and your curiosity sharp. The next fortune may be hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone like you to discover it. Thank you for watching JF Coin, where we uncover the secrets behind America's most valuable coins. Subscribe to JF Coin today for more incredible stories, real values, and hidden treasures from the world of Liberty 1 cent and Liberty 1 dime coins. Because at JF Coin today, we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2017 Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that many people overlook, yet it could be worth a staggering $779,332 in today's rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. That small copper-colored coin sitting in your pocket could be worth more than most luxury cars. So stay with me till the very end because the story behind this coin will absolutely amaze you. Let's begin with a journey back to the year 2017. The United States Mint in Denver, represented by the D Mint mark, was busy producing billions of Lincoln cents for general circulation. At first glance, the 2017 Liberty 1 cent coin looks just like any other penny. It features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, with the word Liberty proudly inscribed beside him, the mint year 2017, and the D Mint mark just below the date. On the reverse side, we have the Union Shield design introduced in 2010, symbolizing Lincoln's efforts to preserve the United States as a single, unified nation. But what makes the 2017 Liberty 1 cent so special? Why are collectors on high alert for this particular year? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, minting errors, and the historical significance of the Lincoln cent series itself. In the world of coin collecting, not all pennies are created equal. Some are produced with microscopic flaws, double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet errors that turn them into treasures worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in 2017, something extraordinary happened at the Denver Mint. A few batches of Liberty 1-cent coins were struck using dies that weren't perfectly aligned. Some showed slight doubling on the inscriptions, such as "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," while others had variations in the color tone and surface finish. These tiny imperfections turned ordinary coins into numismatic wonders. Collectors and experts soon realized that certain 2017 Liberty 1-cent coins were not just production errors but extremely rare varieties that only a handful of people managed to find in circulation. Because of this, the value of the 2017 penny began to rise dramatically in the collector's market. Coins graded in pristine mint state condition, especially those with visible doubling or unique mint characteristics, started selling for astonishing prices. Now let's talk about the value. According to current market analysis and collector demand, the top-graded 2017 Liberty 1-cent USA coin can reach a market value of $779,332. Imagine holding a 1-cent coin that could buy you a house, a car, or even pay for years of education. That's the magic of numismatics, the art and science of collecting coins, but this story goes even deeper. The 2017 Liberty 1-cent coin represents more than just monetary value. It carries the legacy of over a century of American coinage. The Lincoln cent series, which started in 1909, has become one of the longest-running and most beloved coin series in U.S. history. Every change in its design, from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and now to the Union Shield, reflects a chapter in America's story. When you hold a 2017 Liberty 1-cent in your hand, you are not just holding metal. You're holding history, craftsmanship, and the echo of a nation's progress. That's why collectors worldwide, from beginners to experts, are always searching through their pocket change, hoping to find one of these hidden treasures. Many coin enthusiasts who follow JF Coin have reported incredible finds. Some discovered nearly flawless 2017 pennies tucked away in old jars or forgotten rolls of coins. Others found them in change after everyday purchases. The thrill of discovery is what keeps this hobby alive, the possibility that your next penny might be the one worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're wondering how to identify a valuable 2017 Liberty 1-cent, here are some signs to look for. First, examine the coin closely under good light or a magnifying glass. Check the word Liberty and the phrase "In God We Trust" for any signs of doubling or blurring. Look at Lincoln's eye and mouth details, some varieties show slight distortions there. Also, pay attention to the overall condition. A bright, shiny penny with no scratches or marks can command a much higher price when graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Another factor that adds to the coin's value is its rarity in high grades. Most pennies from 2017 were made for circulation, which means they were used, scratched, and worn out. Finding one that still looks fresh from the mint is incredibly difficult, and that's exactly what makes it worth so much money. The rare coin market today is booming, and coins like the 2017 Liberty 1-cent are leading the charge. With collectors across the world investing in U.S. coins as both historical artifacts and financial assets, prices have skyrocketed. Even a single certified 2017 coin in MS68 red condition can attract fierce bidding wars in auctions. And when one with a known error or unique strike surface appears, it can easily surpass the $779,000 mark. At JF Coin, we always remind our viewers that coins are more than just change. They are time machines. Each one tells a story of its creation, circulation, and discovery. The 2017 Liberty 1-cent is a modern reminder that valuable coins are still out there waiting to be found. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, never underestimate the power of a simple penny. So next time you get change from a store, don't just toss those pennies aside. Take a moment to look at them carefully. You might just be holding a piece of history worth a fortune. Remember, many millionaires in the coin world started with one lucky find. Your 2017 Liberty 1 cent could be your ticket to joining them. Before we wrap up, if you enjoy learning about rare coins, their incredible values, and their untold stories, make sure you subscribe to JF Coin and turn on all notifications so you never miss an update. We bring you the most detailed information on Liberty 1 cent USA coins, Liberty dime coins, and all the treasures that might be hiding right under your nose. Thank you for watching JF Coin. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most unbelievable stories in the world of American coinage, the 2018 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a modern penny that has shocked collectors and investors alike with its incredible current market value of $779,331. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most people wouldn't even notice could be worth more than an expensive sports car, a luxury house, or even a lifetime of savings. So stay tuned till the end because today on JF Coin, we will uncover the amazing history, rarity, and value secrets behind the 2018 Liberty 1 cent USA coin. Let's begin with the fascinating story of this modern marvel. The 2018 Liberty 1 cent coin belongs to the long and proud lineage of American pennies that began with the Liberty design more than a century ago. From the early wheat pennies of 1909 to the Lincoln Memorial Series and later to the shield design introduced in 2010, each coin has carried the soul of American history. The 2018 Liberty 1 cent continues this legacy, representing both tradition and transformation in the coinage of the United States Mint. Now, most people see the 2018 penny and think it's just an ordinary coin, but the truth is far more exciting. Certain rare varieties of the 2018 Liberty 1 cent have been found with unusual minting errors, off-center strikes, double dies, and unique planchet imperfections, which make them extraordinarily valuable to collectors. These errors are what turn a simple 1 cent piece into a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine finding one of these rare coins sitting quietly in your change jar or stuck at the bottom of your wallet. That's how real coin fortune stories begin, and that's why at JF Coin, we say never underestimate the power of a single penny. To truly understand why the 2018 Liberty 1 cent coin is so special, we have to look at its design and symbolism. The obverse side of the coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the great American leader whose face has graced the penny since 1909. The inscriptions include, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year, 2018. On the reverse side, you will see the beautiful Union Shield, a powerful symbol of national unity that represents the defense of liberty and the strength of America's foundations. Every detail, from the sharpness of Lincoln's features to the precision of the shield's lines, showcases the craftsmanship and artistry of the U.S. Mint. But what makes the 2018 coin worth $779,331 today? That value didn't appear out of nowhere. It's the result of a combination of rarity, collector demand, and the growing fascination with modern mint errors. In 2018, several rare pennies were discovered that featured a remarkable double die on the obverse, where Lincoln's portrait and inscriptions appeared doubled under magnification. Others had striking misalignments or were made on experimental planchets that weren't supposed to be used for 1 cent coins. These minting errors make each coin a one-of-a-kind piece, and collectors are willing to pay astonishing amounts to own them. One such 2018 Liberty 1 cent coin recently shocked the numismatic world when it sold at auction for an unbelievable $779,331. Imagine the thrill of holding a coin like that, a coin that might look just like every other penny, but in reality, it's worth a fortune. That's the kind of story that makes the world of coin collecting so fascinating. It's not just about money, it's about discovery, history, and the excitement of uncovering a hidden treasure that connects us to the legacy of the past. Here on JF Coin, we always remind our viewers to look closely at every single coin they come across. Check the mint mark. Examine the year. Look for any unusual patterns, doubling, or misstrikes. Even a small difference in design could mean the difference between 1 cent and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many collectors today are finding hidden gems among ordinary coins simply because they pay attention to the smallest details. Now let's talk about how the value of the 2018 Liberty 1 cent has evolved over time. When it was first released, it had almost no premium over face value. But as collectors began to identify rare varieties and error coins, the demand skyrocketed. Coin grading agencies such as PCGS and NGC have confirmed that high-grade specimens of this coin, especially those with proof-like surfaces or significant mint errors, are now some of the most sought-after modern pennies in existence. The current market value of $779,331 is not a fantasy, it's a verified figure from real collector sales, and it continues to rise as the interest in modern U.S. coinage grows stronger. Let's also not forget the emotional and historical value tied to this coin. The year 2018 marked more than just another mintage year. It represented a new era of technology and precision at the U.S. Mint, as well as the continuing story of the Lincoln cent, one of the longest-running coin series in American history. Each coin serves as a small monument to Lincoln's enduring legacy and to the idea of liberty that defines the American spirit. That's what makes the Liberty 1 cent coin not just a collectible, but a symbol of history, freedom, and craftsmanship. So if you have any 2018 Liberty 1 cent USA coins lying around, take a closer look. Examine both sides carefully under good light or with a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the inscriptions, any odd shapes in the lettering, or imperfections near the edges. If you find something unusual, get it graded by a professional coin grading service. You might be holding a hidden treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Before we wrap up, remember that the world of coins is full of surprises. Whether it's the 1974 D Liberty 1 cent, the 1990 D Liberty 1 cent, the 2013 Liberty 1 cent, or this remarkable 2018 Liberty 1 cent USA coin valued at $779,331, every coin tells a story of its own. Here at JF Coin, we bring those stories to life, exploring the beauty, mystery, and hidden value of coins that most people overlook. So, my friends, if you love discovering the secrets behind rare and valuable coins, make sure you subscribe to JF Coin, hit the notification bell, and never miss a video. Because your next coin might just be worth a fortune. Thank you for watching JF Coin.